Hi, Jersey Waterworks Conference participants. This is Rich Calby tuning into your day from Ridgewood Water and Northwestern Bergen County, where our public utility serves over 61,000 consumers with drinking water. I'm so happy to be with you today and share some committee highlights. The water sector finally has its place in the spotlight, and a collaborative like Jersey Waterworks makes it easy for professionals in our space to engage, network, and shape the future of this industry. I personally joined Jersey Waterworks in 2018, and I've seen the benefits of this volunteer commitment grow larger and larger each year. Jersey Waterworks leaders continue to shape and advance their mission. Please join me in thanking the Jersey Waterworks Steering Committee for their leadership over the past year. The collaborative is governed by the committee that represents a broad cross-section of industries and individuals. Welcome new members, Christine Ballard and Joel Rosa. Both Christine and Joel have been active members of Jersey Waterworks. Thank you to Jennifer Brunton for serving on the steering committee. Jennifer has stepped down from the committee. However, she will continue her involvement in Jersey Waterworks. She will be moderating a panel on Friday at this conference. I am a member of the Data Advisory Board, and I know what goes on behind the scenes to make this work possible. Thank you to all the committee members and to all the co-chairs and to the dedicated backbone team of Jersey Waterworks. To all the members out there and everyone who works in this complex water system, on behalf of the Jersey Waterworks team, thank you. I would kindly ask you take a bow from wherever you are today. Your work really matters to all of us. And how about those essential workers who make sure we have water 24 hours a day, 7 days per week? Thank you. Despite the challenges of the pandemic, and most recently because of flooding, we know that you are working hard to get the job done to enable us to stay healthy. Thank you for all your hard work. So what has Jersey Waterworks members been up to in 2021? Jersey Waterworks members have created a number of tools and reports to help those in the water sector. Highlights include these two milestones. Jersey Waterworks relaunched their website, featuring an easy way to tap into resources and learn more about the latest news. They also created a new tool, the Jersey Waterworks Water Risk and Equity Map, mapping water risk and demographic trends throughout New Jersey. Speaking of important tools, Jersey Water Check also launched this year. Water system work has a direct impact on the community every day. We need community support for investments and upgrades, but too often the consumer knows nothing about what we do. Now there is help. Let me introduce you to Jersey Water Check. This data dashboard was launched this year in March and makes information about water and wastewater utilities more accessible. Jersey Water Check provides information on over 500 water systems in New Jersey into one easy to use website. Recently, the Jersey Waterworks Data Advisory Team completed a phase 2 update of metrics for the system, expanding the awareness and knowledge available. The new features of the dashboard include the ability to view historical data, viewing a system service area maps and discharge points for wastewater systems. Now a consumer can easily see where their drinking water source comes from and where the wastewater discharge goes for treatment. The hub will also tie into the collective impact model of shared measurement. We hope to empower stakeholders to use this information to educate about the importance of continued support and investments in our water infrastructure. We want to thank everyone who shared their data to ensure the dashboard is up to date. Please join us and share your suggestions for future improvements and benchmarks. Now, Jersey Waterworks didn't stop there. There's other tools and resources available for members and the public. Stormwater utilities, the Green Infrastructure Committee, and the Backbone staff have published a number of reports on green streets and green infrastructure in this sector of water. The Lead Task Force recently published a new report that shares a blueprint for eliminating lead in childcare facilities. And under the Asset Management and Finance Committee, Dan Van Abs culminated a study on affordability and published a report. You can learn more about this also on Friday's session. We can't list every committee accomplishment here, but we're highlighting a few. This is the work of the members, the co-chairs, and members like you from each committee. Thank you so much for your work. While working on the committees and under the umbrella of Jersey Waterworks, We may not always agree. We embrace tension as we are a diverse group of stakeholders with our own views and expertise on how to approach water infrastructure projects. However, as New Jerseyans, we know that we need to work together to create roadmaps to ensure access to funding for under-resourced communities and continue to deal with climate change, flooding, and become more clear on how we can create a more just and equitable water future. Many of the work of the committees is exploring best solutions and sharing them with decision makers. Such is the case of several letters that went out this year. Letters went to the governor's office, to all the mayors, and to the federal legislators. They educated them about affordability issues, made clear recommendations regarding long-term plans, and urged them to think about water projects when they were deciding on how to best allocate the American Rescue Funds. And these are only a few of the accomplishments the Jersey Water Works accomplishes every year. During the session, breakout, and after this conference, take some time to check out Jersey Water Works website. Learn more about the committees and their accomplishments. If you're not a member, consider becoming one. We'll love you to join us and come on board. Thank you, Jersey Water Works. Now I'll pass this on to Shoshana, a fellow Jersey Water Works member, for the next part of your presentation.
Happy holidays, and we hope that you are enjoying the Jersey Water Works 7th Annual Conference so far. My name is Shoshana Page, and I'm the Senior Policy Advisor and Communication Strategist for the City of Newark, and I'm also a proud member of our Jersey Water Works Steering Committee. On behalf of the Jersey Water Works Steering Committee, we hope that you are enjoying the conference so far, and you are learning, you're sharing in the chat, and just know we have more and much more to come that you will enjoy. So we're here to talk today about accelerating water infrastructure projects, what our progress, commitments, and most importantly, our call to action should be moving forward. So how do you transform a water system? How does Jersey Water Works transform hundreds of drinking water, wastewater, and stormwater systems? By members of the collaborative advancing their goals, not only by working in committees, but also by taking action through their organizations and as individuals in a shared capacity. The new actions they are taking in 2022 are captured as commitments. We're excited that the Camden Community Partnership will launch an Adopt a Dream program to reduce localized flooding in Camden and will recruit over 100 residents to volunteer. Way to go, Camden. The Lower Passaic River Urban Waters Federal Partnership, USGS, NJ Water Science Center, and the Patterson Great Falls National Historical Park will develop a baseline water quality inventory for the Patterson Great Falls National Historical Park. NEI, WPCC, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, New York, New Jersey, Harbor and Estuary Program, and IFC Incorporated LLC will conduct an analysis, the first of its kind in the region, of the economic benefits of having clean water in the New York, New Jersey Harbor Estuary. New Jersey American Water will invest over $350 million into its systems, with key investments in its distribution system, surface water treatment plants, treatment systems, and continued deployment of leak detection technology. Ridgewood Water will reimagine its drinking water treatment system with the installation of PFAS, contaminant removal systems. Great partnerships like Rowan University, American Water, Camden City School District, Camden County Municipal Utilities Authority, the Atlantic County Utilities Authority, and South Jersey Land and Water Trust will develop, pilot, and implement WaterWorks, which is an educational program for students to foster awareness and connections to employment opportunities in the drinking water and wastewater utility workforce. The U.S. Water Alliance will commit to creating a cohort of Delaware River watershed water utilities that are committed to implementing water equity in their communities. The cohort will include Camden and Trenton, as well as Philadelphia, Allentown, Reading, Chester, and Wilmington. Commitments at Tier 1 and Tier 2 require an investment of existing or new resources. You can see the list on the slides. The organizations that committed to working on a new water project or program on this level include the following: the Association of New Jersey Environmental Commissions, Clean Water Action, New Jersey Future, Isles Incorporated, United Way of Northern New Jersey, New York, New Jersey Harbor and Estuary Program, Rutgers Cooperative Extension Water Resources Program, Sewage Free Streets and River, and last but not least, the Town of Kearney. Every commitment is valuable as we are working together on a larger goal. These commitments will be prominently displayed on the Jersey Water Works website under Work Plans and Commitments. Last year, more than 50 members representing various stakeholders signed a sign-on letter urging legislators to do the following: increase the Drinking Water and Clean Water State Revolving Fund, support the replacement of lead service lines, create a federal low-income water and wastewater assistance program, advance climate solutions, and develop a new COVID recovery package that targets significant new investment in community development programs. We hope that our collective voices made a difference. This year, now that there are significant funds for infrastructure, we want to ensure that part of that funding gets allocated to water projects. Members of the collaborative have drafted a letter to Governor Murphy, Senate President Sweeney, and Speaker Coughlin to urge them to use a significant portion of the state's available American Rescue Plan Act State Fiscal Recovery Fund monies to support a generational investment in modernizing New Jersey's critical water infrastructure. These funds would benefit communities across our state. To redress historic and ongoing inequities, these investments should prioritize disadvantaged communities, including funds provided as grants rather than loans. This letter will go out next week. If you would like to add your name to the letter, here is your chance, and this is your call to action. Complete the survey and add your name. Check out the letter via the link provided in the survey. Together, we can transform water systems. If you are not a member, please join Jersey Water Works and become a member. Visit our website. If you are a member, continue to engage. Consider signing the letter to the governor and other decision makers to ensure funds are allocated to critical water infrastructure projects. Thank you for your participation in this part of the conference. Before we close out, please check the chat for the next scavenger hunt game question on Jersey Water Check. Our next part of the conference is a plenary session. Panelists will discuss the following question: when significant funding is available for capital investments in water, will it be accessible for all? I can't wait to see the next session. Please enjoy a 30-minute break and check out the options on your screen to continue to connect with others.